Hi, welcome to your free memory upgrade. I'm Jennifer Goddard, and today I wanted to quickly talk about how to age-proof your brain. If you're worried about having to join the craft club because you can't remember a flaming thing, don't worry. There are some easy hints and tips and ways to actually improve your memory and to age-proof your brain. If you would like to check out how fit your brain is, we've got a little instrument here that you can fill out. I've taken this from Tony Buzan's book called Age Proof Your Brain. If you click on the link, you can actually go online and fill out the survey. The key point is that remembering names and numbers and dates and where you've put things, it's a skill that you can develop, and don't stress if you do happen to forget something because, it's completely normal. We just lead such busy lives that we can't always pay attention to everything 100% of the time. So what are some ways you can age-proof your brain? This lady here is my hero. Isn't she gorgeous? She's one of the nuns from Mankato. The nuns at the School Sisters of Notre Dame in a remote part of Minnesota in America. They've attracted quite a lot of attention and interest from researchers into brain aging. And no wonder, because many of the nuns there are over 90 and quite a few are well over 100. The sister Marcella Zachman, who featured in Life magazine, she was still teaching at 97. Sister Mary Esther Ball was working at the front desk or reception until she was decided to retire at the age of 99. The nuns just seem to suffer fewer and milder cases of dementia and other brain diseases than average, and this is why the researchers were quite interested in them. Professor David Snowden at the University of Kentucky, he thought that there was a good reason for that. The nuns really take admission to that phrase, an idle mind is the devil's plaything, and they take it really seriously, and they go to extraordinary lengths to keep their minds occupied. All the time they're completing quizzes and solving puzzles and holding vigorous debates, writing in their journals, running seminars, doing much, much more. Professor Snowden examined the brains of over 100 nuns because they donated them after they died, and what he believes is that this intellectual stimulations making the brain connectors that normally die away with age or atrophy, and they actually make them branch out and create new links. So what we know is that your brain is plastic. It's adaptable. We used to think that we had what we had in our brain and that was it when we were born, but we actually know our brain adapts and changes and develops and grows. So it's actually plastic. It was only 15 years ago that we realized that it is adaptable. So what are some new research and new ways of things that we can do? One is to tone up your short-term memory, which is what you're doing by looking at some of these tips. Increase your long-term memory. Develop those skills that you can actually improve long-term memory. Explore and understand different languages. You don't have to learn a language, though it is a great thing to do, but just explore different languages. I like to learn to say thank you in all sorts of different languages. Develop your logic and spatial skills. By playing puzzles or analyzing information, logical thinking, spatial, analytical skills actually help develop the brain and keep the brain active. Try to boost your creativity. I didn't think I had a creative bone in my body, but we are actually all quite creative. So there's lots of different things that we can do to actually think things differently. And creativity is just about changing your perception. Another important thing is that our lives are just so busy. So you need to develop some time out to build that mental cushion. Just daydream. If you're driving the car home, maybe turn the radio off or just allow your thoughts just to daydream. Going for a walk is really, really quite helpful. Now, what we know with the brain is that thought is real. Here's a little diagram of the neurons, and we've got about 1 million neurons that we're born with. As we develop our thinking, our thought is real. So there's making these connections and associations. That's why they said Einstein's brain was thicker, was heavier, was denser. He literally had more thoughts. So now if somebody calls you thick, you say, thank you. Alzheimer's Australia really shifted in the last few years about actually helping people avoid dementia. And they've got 7 key steps to mind your mind. So the first one is to mind your body. Exercise regularly. Research has shown is that the more you exercise, the fitter your brain will be. Mind your head. Protect your brain from any type of injury. Always wear a helmet or try not to play too much contact sport. Mind your habits. Avoid bad habits like drinking, smoking, or non-prescription drugs. They really do have a bad impact on your brain. Increase your social life. Just get engaged with society. Do lots of different things. Volunteer. Go to different parties or events or join your local club. Particularly as you're getting older in your 70s and 80s, it makes a big difference the more socially active you are because it's that mental stimulation. Have regular health checks to help maintain a healthy brain, and have a good healthy diet. We know things like omega-3, omega-6, folate, and other supplements can actually impact and be beneficial to your brain functioning. What we put on our mouth actually affects what goes on in our head. The next one is minding your brain. We know the brain's protected when your mind is active. What you want to do is different activities to flex your brain and keep your brain mentally stimulated, which we'll go through in a second. So Alzheimer's Australia have a free brochure, which you can click on this link and download it now to get some more information on Mind Your Mind. Let's quickly keep going on to this ways you can flex your brain. What are some basic hints and tips and things that you can do? First one is to play mind games. Play crosswords, Sudoku, which is a craze at the moment. Do all sorts of different games, Scrabble, just different puzzles. Read as widely as you can. Read all sorts of different books and novels. I'm trying to read War and Peace at the moment. It's on the list of things to do. So read as widely as you can, and actually say reading out loud, particularly to the grandkids, can really help develop the prefrontal cortex, which is the front part of your brain. Keep a journal. Writing in a journal, expressing your thoughts and ideas and trying to be descriptive with metaphors really does help that stimulation going. Using computers, depending on your level of computer skill, learning new software, or just learning how to use the computers or surfing the internet. But you've got to limit the amount of time that you spend on computers and maybe get out a bit of fresh air and some exercise. Learning a language is a really helpful thing. My father, he moved to Thailand in his 60s, and his brain was really stimulated trying to learn a new language. Now he speaks perfect Thai and is now teaching English at the local schools. Taking different courses, whether it's arts course, painting courses, all sorts of different things, getting out there. And there's lots of free courses available or public programs that you can take. Attending the arts, going to different galleries, plays, concerts, free concerts or the ballet, and going with a friend and discussing it and understanding it and analysing it, just experimenting a little bit more. Taking different hobbies, trying something new. I like to try a new hobby every now and then. And also learning an instrument. This year I've decided to learn the guitar. I've picked up the guitar again, and it's been really quite enjoyable learning to get my fingers working and my brain working, and I'm really having a lot of fun. So there's some different ways that you can actually flex your brain. That whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. That's my favorite quote by Goethe. And I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I'm really looking forward to it. And the thing is just to make some gentle steps and just start moving forward. So I hope you've enjoyed our free memory upgrade on how to age-proof your brain. Feel free to click on the link for more information on our website, or feel free to email me if you've got any thoughts or ideas. I'm Jennifer Goddard, and I've really enjoyed chatting with you on how to age-proof your brain. And this is what I'd like to be when I'm 100. So look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye.